Hey everyone, today I'm super excited. I get to do another collab with my twin Heather, aka CrazyBeautifulMUA. If you aren't familiar with Heather, she does YouTube and every other social media that you can think of, and she also has a beauty blog. She is an actual makeup artist. We're continuing with another episode of We Shopped Our Stash. Today's edition is Drugstore Makeup. Yes. So in 2023, we both are trying to shop a little less and use up more the beauty items that we already own. All right, enough rambling. Let's get started. This here is my holy grail. It's from Wet n Wild, and it's the Photo Focus Dewy LUMINEUX. I consider it a dupe or dupe-ish for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I did a dupe video. If you're curious, you can check it out. If you love dewy, glowy skin, it's kind of very similar in consistency with like a foundation, but it is just a spectacular product for, I think it's like $6 if you like the glow. See what I mean? Look how glowy. Oh, and I forgot. I'm not in the habit yet of putting my bangs up. One of these days. All right, let's get this out of the way. Do I need two today? Good enough. All right, let's move along to foundation. This is also from Wet n Wild, and it is the Photo Focus Foundation. Again, Dewy LUMINEUX. This is super affordable. Duh, it's Wet n Wild. It's in a glass jar, and the applicator, it has a paddle, which is super Lazy Girl approved. You just kind of slather it on, and it makes it very easy. I'm going to use a brush today because why not? And then afterwards, I always like using a sponge, but I didn't feel like soaking up all the product in the sponge today. So we'll first apply with brush and then press it in with my sponge. All right, I'm going to add a little more. Make sure my forehead gets some coverage and come down the nose and right there. You should challenge yourself to, if you haven't done it in a while, go through your collection and pull out a product that you haven't used in a while. You know, maybe something that you used to love and then for whatever reason you bought something else, you know, shiny object moment, and you just kind of forgot about it. It's not that it was bad, but just, you know, if you're like me, you buy more and more and then you start using the newer stuff. It's super fun to shop your stash, especially when you rediscover something that you haven't used in a while and you're like, why did I stop using that? Shiny object moment, but you know, you will discover some gems. All right, look how beautiful. I love this foundation. All right, moving on to contour slash bronzer. This product here from NYX, it's a contour on one side and highlighter on the other. I don't use the highlighter part, but I am going to be using this contour. And it is totally Lazy Girl approved because you just kind of go bloop, bloop, and then pounce it in. And guess what I forgot to do? I said I was going to pounce in that foundation with my sponge. I never did that. But you know what? That brush or the formula of the Wet n Wild did such a good job where I didn't feel like I needed to do that. But we're going to do a little pouncing because I need to blend in this contour, which goes in really easily. It kind of disappears, but it gives a little something. But I usually go in for a second, second go at it. I need to be careful because I find sometimes when especially only when I'm filming do I go ham. Because when I put my makeup on when I'm not filming, I have more time. I don't have to rush through it. And I, just camera's rolling, you kind of got to go a little quicker pace. And the struggles of being a content editor, they're real. I kid. But yeah, so go in, This is why I preferred the Maybelline, because it was kind of like one and done. But you can build this up. Oh, guess what I did? I went foundation into contour and I forgot to use concealer. All right, let's backtrack a little. The concealer I selected for today's video is from ColourPop. Heather and I agreed that we will consider ColourPop drugstore. Even though technically you can't buy it at a drugstore, you can get it at Ulta. And am I crazy, or does Walmart, or is it Target? Do one of those two stores now carry some ColourPop? Anyways, the price point is drugstore, so we're going with that. And this here is the Pretty Fresh, and I have the shades Fair 15W and Light 40N. All right, there is Light 40N, and here is Fair 15W. This one is what we're going with because it is definitely a lot lighter and will help brighten my under eyes. Although maybe I'll use both. The darker one can help disguise my darkness, and then on top will lighten. Yes, let's do that. Let me know. What is your favorite go-to drugstore concealer? And have you tried this ColourPop one before? What did I say it was? The Pretty Fresh. These have been out for a couple of years. It's been a while since I've used this. Let's start off a little lighter because I don't know if it's going to cake on me. And then I have to remember I'm going in with a second coat with the lighter shade, and we also don't want to look cakey that way either. All right, that looks fantastic. Now let me go in with the Fair 15W, and we will just kind of brighten up a little bit. Just a little brightening. Not too much. Don't want to overdo it, but just, a little bit goes a long way, at least for my 56-year-old dry, wrinkly under eyes. Okay, I'm just going to take the sponge, turn it around, and just kind of press that in. I don't powder under my eyes because wrinkles are real and powder doesn't smooth me out. It makes the situation look worse. All right, now let's move back to bronzer because I contoured, but I am going to use a little bit of bronzer today. All right, along the lines of ColourPop, this is the matte bronzer. All right, and this is in the shade AVILA Beach. I believe I picked this up, or she sent it to me in one of our previous collabs where we bought each other products from ColourPop. All right, I'm going to take a rather non-dense brush, just add a little something right here. Not too much, but let's look like I'm part of the living and not the dead. All right, let's move along to blush. I have two different blushes, but they're both from Essence. I just wasn't sure which one to use, so let me do some swatches, and then I'll figure out which shade is calling my name. All right, so this one here is called the MOSAIC blush, and this one is called the blush. Let's try the MOSAIC blush, which is slightly softer pink. That is a beautiful pinky peach. I'm just swirling it all around the MOSAIC, and it is beautiful. Now, we could just stop there, but you know what? Because I'm collabing with Heather, and Heather loves a good cheek with blush, let's channel her and add a little more. All right, we are looking a little heavy-handed, but nothing my foundation sponge can't fix. This is a tip, trick, disaster recovery step I do all the time. Just whatever happens to still be on that sponge, you just kind of, it helps blend and tone it down slightly. All right, what I am noticing and panicking about, let me zoom in. Do you see that? My under eyes are very wrinkly and crepey. This eye in particular is having some major issues. Let me see if I can't smooth that out and do my trick where I add a little bit of eye cream. And I'm just gonna tap a little bit here and just gently press it in. I should have done my under eye primer method. I wasn't even thinking, because I do have a product from e.l.f. Oh well. But at least we can see if this is helping or not. All right, what do I want next? Highlighter. Now, in my opinion, no one should ever do any kind of drugstore video and not have at least one product from e.l.f. So this here is the GLEAM Beam highlighter palette, and look at all those beautiful shades. I'm gonna go in with this one here. What's going on? Why does it look like I ate a chocolate bar? Has that been there the whole time? Oh my goodness. Oh, I think the concealer swatch, like when I don't know what that is, but let me clean that up, because what? And also, I did go very ham on the blush. I came down too close. So since I gotta fix this, let's fix the other bit. And I'm gonna wipe this off because I keep getting it everywhere. So what makes fixing situations easy with this particular foundation is I love the little paddle, because I can just tap a little where I need it. Kind of go right here. And then I'm going to grab a different sponge, because I've already gone in with contour and bronzer, and who knows, maybe that's why I got them. I don't know. I'm a little thrown off. What was I doing? Okay, blush, highlighter. Okay, I guess it's time to move on to the eye look. So I was going through my ColourPop collection, and I ran into this guy here, which is Blush Crush. I think I don't reach for it a lot, because when I read it, I think it's a blush palette. No, it's an eyeshadow palette. It's a beautiful, as we're approaching Valentine's Day, kind of a mauve-y, pinky, soft champagne nude palette. And, you know, when you're doing a collab with Heather, pinks come to mind. All right, I'm going to go into this super light shade here just to start as a transition. And let's see. Actually, not too bad. There was a little kick up, but nothing like... What palette did I use recently? Oh, the one from Wayne Goss. That was just very powdery. All right, am I going to be able to see this on my eye? No. Okay, so we'll consider that. We'll just be, you know, putting the concealer I put, you know, just kind of making sure it stays in place. And then I will quickly move along and pick a different shade. All right, let's try this shade here. And my bangs are bugging me, so let's fix that. All right. Ooh, yes. Okay, so that's a nice mauve-y pink. Loving that. Just gonna focus it kind of on the outer top portion, and then whatever's left will kind of drag over. I want to do kind of just a gradient this way, where it's deeper on the edge. Let's see if I can match it up. I want as close to twins today as possible. Not identical twins, but at least, you know. I'm going to take that same shade and bring it under my bottom lash line. All right, I'm going to deepen the outer corner using this shade here. All right, I like that tone, darkening up ever so slightly. All right, let's match the other side. See if we can't, you know, become maybe first cousins instead of second cousins. All right, I'm also going to take that shade and go under my eyes, but just keep to the outer third. Looking good. Now there is one more darker shade of this shade here called Blush Wine. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush that doesn't have any pigment or shadow whatsoever, and I'm just going to blend. I'm just going to go in circular motions and blend everything out so it isn't so stark and just looks a little more natural. Okay, there are two shimmer shades in this palette, and let me see if I want to use either of them or if I want to use a Super Shock shadow. All right, here are the two Super Shocks. This is in Ladybird and this is in Ritz. I'm just going to take my pinky, and I found with the Super Shocks, at least for me, they apply better with your finger. So let's see how well I can do without getting it all over my eyelashes. All right, with the Super Shock and the finger method, what happened is we are no longer in the same family, so I'm going to try to fix that by coming back in and using one of the matte shades, this kind of light medium shade, and just kind of fix it. And then I think I do want to try the shimmer shade that comes in this palette. I got the glitter under my eyes and had to rub really hard to try to get it off, so now I need to reapply some more concealer, and of course it's under the eye that was looking extremely wrinkly. In Memento. Okay, I think I fixed it. Oh, so embarrassing, but then not really, because I feel like I can share with you that it's okay to make a mistake. We are not perfect. We are not MUAs. Well, some of us are. Hey, Heather. But you know what I mean? That if you make a mistake, don't panic. Grab a makeup wipe. Wipe off whatever the mistake was and fix it. That took all of 30 seconds. And only you know that you weren't perfection. Who in this world is perfect? I know I'm not. I'm going to go in with other products. I'll make it work. All right, this shade here is called Blossom Up. Can I use my finger or am I going to screw it up more? All right. I just find with most glimmer shimmer shades, they don't lay down very well with a brush. I get better luck with my finger, but ooh, okay, that's, oh, I like that. It is pink. Then I'll go in with a more, maybe I'll use a shade from the highlighters, and then I'll just have it kind of blend. All right. Experimenting on the fly. Love it. Okay. I do like the formula of that shimmer shade. A little better than that Super Shock. All right, now back in the e.l.f. palette, I'm going in with whatever this color shade is right there. I think it's number 2, Champagne. And I'm going to come back the inner corner here. Pray I don't mess up. And then I'm just going to take a empty blank, why do I always say empty, just a clean brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend so I don't have such a stark pink starts here, champagne over there, and just kind of get a little bit of the shimmer just to, I don't know, I'm probably making it worse, but you know what? I don't care. I'm having fun playing with makeup, so there we go. All right, same deal. Just gonna blend a little. Watch this. Even when I edit, this will be like half the video is me putting on my eye look. Heather will have gone bloop, bloop, bloop and be done. All right, I'm gonna stop here because I'm making it worse. Although I do need a shade for my brow bone. I'm gonna use that same one. This one right here, and pray that yeah, okay, so that's digging it. Then I'll just grab a brush and just, you know, blend, blend, blend. It's all about blending. That is how you can improve on your makeup. Blend the errors away. At least that's what I try and do. All right, let's move on to eyeliner. And look what I found. Something that's on its way towards hit and pan. It is from Maybelline. It's the Lasting Drama Waterproof Eye Pencil. I've had this for God knows how long. I sharpened it, but I haven't used it in a while. Don't know if it's dried out or what the deal is, but we shall see. Alright, I feel it's a little dried out. I almost want to take like a lighter and melt the tip. Who remembers that? Leave me a comment down below if you remember. I want to say it was like Revlon. It was this little 2-pack of these short. They were about this size, but they were, I want to say they were red. You got 2 of them in the pack. And I legit, in like high school, I don't know why now. Like that scares me to do it now. But you used to take a lighter and you would kind of melt them. And then, yeah. Someone let me know why we did that. But I did it all the time. I feel like this one needs that to happen so it can spread a little easier. The eyeliner I'm using on top, I have in my collection. Don't recall ever using it. But I felt like we were a little heavy on certain brands, so I grabbed it. It's from RIMMEL, and it's the 24-hour Color Precise eyeliner. And let's hope it's not dried out. It did not have a roller ball. I was shaking it just to hopefully get product down to the tip. Alright, already it's a little thicker than I normally like, but I'm going with it because I feel like this video is already 8 hours long, so we'll just roll with the punches. Okay, extra thick, but it's not the blackest of the black. Not that that's good or bad, but for what I'm used to, she's not super black. I do not like this. I want to fix this. What I think I'm going to do is quickly find another drugstore eyeliner and put it on top of what I already have and then move along because I know now this video is way too long. Alright, look what I found. Don't know if it's any good or not, but it's from Wet n Wild. It's drugstore and great. Trying to pull the cap off and okay, well, packaging, not, there we go. OMG, this is epically failing. Are you going to be dark though? Are these just all dried out? Is that the deal? I got too much just sitting around. I feel like, let me do a swatch. Is this, oh, okay, so this one's like really dried out. All right, is the third time a charm? Good Lord. This is from e.l.f. Oh, okay, promise, or promising. It has a roller ball. Not that that makes it magical, but let's at least hope it has some pigment in it. Okay. Ooh, that's very, okay. Where have you been? Let's fix and move along. All right. I have this product here from e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick. This will help people, if you're like me, who have fat fingers. It will easily just boop inner corner. Done. Okay, so mascara. I started the video, I was wearing my Holy Grail, which is from Maybelline. It's the Falsies Lash Lift. I don't know. Use it all the time. Do you think I remember the name? What I'm going to do is recurl my eyelashes and using my second in command, which is also a drugstore. This is from Essence. It's the Lash Princess in Waterproof. I'm going to apply mascara on my lower lash line and then just top off what I already have. And then we'll move along to lip products. And then this video will be over. If you're still here, leave a lipstick emoji in a comment. Alright, the lipstick I'm going to be using today is from Wet n Wild. I know, did you think it was Pat McGrath? They kind of copied by putting lips on their packaging. Considering Pat McGrath sues everyone, I'm shocked that she didn't sue Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Skin NY Dipping. There's a hyphen between skin and NY, or skinny dipping. It is a typical pinky nude. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Alright, now on to lip gloss. This one is from Maybelline. It's called the Lifter Gloss. It is in the shade 003 Moon. It has a nice kind of a larger doe foot, and it is super comfortable. I got this off of Amazon recently. Beautiful. I'm not digging my eyes. I messed up big time, But what I think could fix it, because I went super heavy-handed, thick on the upper, and then underneath, I don't know. I think if I put a gel cream on the bottom waterline, it should help. I'm also, this one from Maybelline wasn't working so good. I'm going to use a different product from Revlon, and then we'll call it a day. This here is the COLORSTAY. All right, heavy-handed, but I think it fixed everything slightly. Take, where'd it go? Right here. Fix my hair. Oh, really fix my hair. Okay. We're done. That was a sad and long video. All right, let's take a thumbnail and then leave your thoughts. What do you think? What I'm really curious about is which of these products I use do you own, use, and enjoy? All right, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much. Remember to click that bell icon so you can get notified of future videos. And if you can do me a huge favor, if you would click on that thumbs up, it really does help with my channel to grow. All right, thank you so much, Heather, for so far wanting to do collabs with me. Hopefully in the future you will continue on. I love and enjoy doing them with you, and you are the best. All right, thanks everyone.